Oh, hello there. Welcome to my station. My name's Mr. Evans. I do all sorts of things around here. It's my job to make sure everything at the station runs just the way it should, without confusion or delay. But no matter how busy I am, I always find time to read a story about the adventures of my good friend Thomas. Would you like to hear a story? That's fantastic. I'll tell you what, I'll meet you in my office. See you there. Oh, you got here before me again. Well, I did stop to pick up these cans of paint. It's time for our engine Beatrice to be given a new coat of paint. But no one can decide whether Beatrice should stay green or be painted a different colour. So, I brought these other colours to try. Red, or blue, or maybe yellow. In today's story, Henry gets a new coat of paint. But it's not his usual green paint. The story is called Henry in the Dark. One day, Henry went to the steamworks to be repainted. He was very excited. The steamworks was very busy, and everyone was rushing around. Victor sent Kevin to get Henry's new paint. Henry was repainted and left the steamworks very happy. But Henry didn't realise he'd been painted with the wrong paint. The paint that glows in the dark. Now Henry glows in the dark. Thomas was finishing his last job of the day when he saw Henry. Thomas thought Henry was a ghost. Poor Henry was very confused as to why Thomas had run off without saying hello. Then James appeared. He also thought that Henry was a ghost train. He screeched to a stop, scared, before speeding back along the track to get away. Henry couldn't work out why all the engines were running away from him, frightened. Suddenly, Gordon appeared. He also thought that Henry was a ghost train and sped away as fast as his wheels would take him. Later that night, all the engines were at Tidmouth Sheds, discussing the ghost train they had seen. They were all scared of the ghost. Meanwhile, Henry had made it to Brendam Docks. When Cranky, Porter and Salty saw Henry, they also thought he was a ghost. They were very frightened. Henry was very confused and asked, "Why is everyone running away from me?" Hearing Henry's voice, Salty and Porter realised that the ghost train was Henry. They asked Henry why he was glowing, and they showed him his reflection in a sheet of steel. Henry laughed. "Oh, wow, I must have been painted with the wrong paint. That's why everyone was running away from me. They must have thought I was a ghost train." Back at the sheds, the Fat Controller was talking to the other engines, who all refused to leave. "You silly engines, I'm telling you there's no such thing as a ghost engine," he said. Suddenly, Henry arrived, and the Fat Controller screamed when he saw him. "It's only me," said Henry. All the engines were very shocked to find out that Henry was the ghost train. The Fat Controller laughed when he realised what had happened. He told Henry he'd have to be repainted in the morning. "Yes, sir, I will, sir," said Henry cheerfully. Well, what a great story. Oh, excuse me. Mr. Evans speaking. Mr. Evans speaking. Oh, hello, Mr. White. Yes, I've got the paint. I got 4 different colours to try. What's that? Oh, you've decided you want to stick with the green after all. No, I think you're absolutely right. OK, I'll see you later. Bye. So Beatrice is going to stay green, but not glow in the dark green like Henry. That would give us a scare. I'll tell you what, why don't we make some glitter and glow dough? We could even make it green like Henry. Are you ready? let's get started.
Here's our glitter and glow dough, cut into engine shapes. To make them, you'll need a kitchen board, a mixing bowl and spoon, a rolling pin, some flour, some cream of tartar, some salt and some vegetable oil, some water, some green glitter and green food colouring, and an engine-shaped shape cutter. Start by adding 2 cups of flour and 1/8 of a cup of cream of tartar. Give everything a stir. Then add 1 cup of salt, 1/8 of a cup of vegetable oil, and 50 millilitres of water. Mix all the ingredients together. When everything's mixed together really well, you can add the green food colouring and lots of green glitter. Stir everything together with your spoon. Now it's time to use your hands to knead the mixture into a sparkly dough. Next, you need to roll out your dough with the rolling pin. But don't make it too thin. Now you can use your shape cutter to cut out your engines. Peel away the spare dough and you're done, but remember not to eat them. I've also made 3 red engines like James and 3 blue engines like Thomas. How many will you make? See you soon!